Okay, we got the new truck over here. Now we're forced into protecting our brand new truck. This morning, Claire went out. We put out rat bait. We spray peppermint spray all around our truck. We've dumped cayenne pepper all underneath our carport to keep the rats away from our brand new truck. So Claire went out there this morning to check the rat traps. She does it now every day. She's so worried about the truck. So she goes out there, she walks around the back of the storage building, and something caught her attention. She jumped back. It was a cottontail rabbit laying on the ground in convulsions, dying because it ate some of the rat poison we put out. It was laying there dying, shaking in convulsions. It looked up at her. She said it actually raised its head up, looked at her, and fell back down, and it was dead. It was gone. That makes me so sad, and it makes me furious. I don't like even putting ant granules around my house. I especially don't like putting out any type of poison anywhere around my house. But the wiring harness that they use, some organization, some environmental organization got together without consulting us or anybody else. They decided that making the rubber out of a soy-based product would be better for the environment. So that's why they're using soy-based rubber to wrap your wiring harnesses on all brands of all new vehicles. What they don't understand is because they're not outdoorsmen, they're not in touch with wildlife and wild things, is that by forcing us to put out rat bait and those kind of things, this rabbit ate the rat bait intended for the rat to stay out of my truck, then a rabbit dies. Okay, if I don't bury that rabbit, then whatever eats the rabbit next will die of convulsions from the poison. We did everything we could do to try to keep it safe from the cottontail rabbits. It takes a lot to create good habitat on your place, and that's what I'm trying to do here, and it's what I do in all my places I've ever had, is to a measure of when your habitat is really getting in good shape is when you start seeing cottontail rabbits, which we don't see that many cottontail rabbits anywhere anymore, and when you start seeing quail. We're seeing both of them now. So now I'm forced to protect my $60,000 investment of a brand spanking new truck. I'm forced to put out poison that now has affected an innocent animal. Even if you put that rat poison in a box that's supposed to be safe so other creatures can't get into it, when it rains, water's going to find its way into that. It's going to leach out on the ground, and sooner or later, the poison is going to get eaten by something that's going to be eaten by something else. It's so sad. It's so aggravating. I don't have the money myself. I didn't even want a brand new truck. I don't have the money myself to go every time the rats get into it and pay to get it fixed. And you know, when I said in the last video it costs $4,000 to get it fixed, that's the low end. Average repair to repair your wiring harness, what the rats have got in there and eaten it up, is from $4,000 to $15,000. So, I mean, another thing to think about, these people who are making decisions for our children's future, who are saying, well, this is better for the environment, so we're going to force you to do this. They're affecting our children's future with wildlife and everything else, even their lives. Excuse me. You know, it's just like when all these electric cars and they got these different things, they all have lithium batteries. Lithium batteries are so bad for the environment, it's not even funny. Even your little lawnmower battery, or our car battery, when you turn them in to get a new one, you got to pay a replacement fee for that battery, because there is a problem with storage of used batteries. So these people who think that a rubber-based product is going to be good for the environment, a soy-based, rubber-based product is good for the environment, They don't do any thinking. They're dealing out of an agenda and emotion, and they could care less. The emotion is not emotion for wildlife. Their emotions are not emotions for protection of human life. It's just emotions for what they believe in, what they don't believe in. And they're going to try to impose that on us, and they have. So now, every subdivision in Houston, Austin, Dallas, anywhere in the world, there's rats in subdivisions. Those subdivisions have brand new cars. Rats are going to be eating up those cars. And people are going to get really mad. So when we need something done, they're going to call their exterminator out. He's going to put out poison. That poison still goes right back into the environment. Just like here. We absolutely, as hunters, outdoorsmen, we absolutely love the wildlife. We love the animals that we hunt. I love to see them. I like to be around them. To me, I don't care how beautiful a place is. If it has no wildlife, it's just a big empty place. I picture a place void of wildlife like downtown New York City. An ugly, gray, mean city with mean people. And that's what is going to happen if we don't stand up, pull together, spread the word. Hey man, did you know what they're putting in the brand new cars? And then you're forced to do this. I don't have the money to say, go back into Scott Snyder over at Ken Stoppel Ford, which is a great friend of mine. It's not Ford's fault. It's all the manufacturers. They're forced to use this. And say, Scott, it happened again. And he goes, well, Don, we can't do anything now. So that's $4,000 to $15,000. That don't mean it won't happen again next week. So that's why Claire was out here every single morning. She's out there, and I'm allergic to anything, you know. I don't wear aftershave or anything. So she's out there spraying this peppermint spray around. She's dumping tons of cayenne pepper. It looks bad, it stinks, it smells bad, and it's not going to work. I mean, how much peppermint spray and poison do we need to buy and put out to try to protect something that shouldn't need protection? I mean, it's absolutely sad and ridiculous. And what's sad is when, you know, I knew that rabbit. That was a wild cottontail rabbit. These rabbits around my house, everything around my house, they get used to me walking in and out of the house, shooting my bow out in the yard and everything. They're not even scared of me. Half the time, I've almost stepped on that cottontail rabbit over there more than once. Walking around, going, doggone, and I just talk to him, hey buddy, I speak to him every day. Now, I've killed him, and I didn't want to kill him, you know. I didn't get to eat him. I wouldn't eat that rabbit anyway, but I didn't. There's no good came out of that rabbit dying. There's no good coming out of me having to protect a $60,000 is cheap for a brand new truck anymore. I mean, think about what they cost, every kind of car. So it's just not fair to any of us that we have to go on a vigil, a 24-hour vigil. You know what I even do? I even get my floodlight, I open my back door, shine a floodlight all around my truck over there. Kind of like a mega strobe light. They say flashing light scares them away. I've put, what do you call those?
Solar lights.
Solar lights on every post on my carport.
Motion detectors.
Motion detectors, because they say when the light comes on, it scares them. It will for a while. Pretty soon they're going to go, hey man, that's just, you know, that don't mean nothing. And they're going to go back to eating my truck. And then what do? Do I go in? It's not Ford's fault. It's not Ken Stoppel Ford's fault. It's not Alfred Hernandez's fault. It's not Scott Snyder or anybody else's fault over there. These guys go out of their way to take care of the community and serve us in the best way they can. And now they're forced to sell a product that sadly is going to fail us and cost us tons of money. And it's going to be bad for the environment. So think about these people who are forcing this on us, who has forced this on us in our new vehicles. They're trying to force lithium batteries, tons of batteries to catch your house on fire and everything else. And where are they going to store those lithium batteries when they all go bad or when they're used up? That doesn't matter, does it? Only their agenda. But anyways, God bless you. This channel is the promotion of family, Jesus Christ, and the outdoors. And it's not to come on here and rant and rave about something like this, but as brothers and sisters in this community, we are all one. So we can make a difference if we all stand up and tell your next door neighbor, tell your cousin, somebody, that this is going on, and you know, it's going to affect all of us. But anyway, thank you. Please like and subscribe and make a comment and tell me what you think. Thanks again. God bless.